Hello YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I told you we had tons of potatoes. How many quarts did you end up getting? Like 20 of canned potatoes?
Something like that.
About 20. What she's done is she's took some leftover potatoes we had. She sliced them up, peeled them, sliced them up, and you blanched them in boiling water for approximately
5 minutes.
about 5 minutes.
Depending on if there's bigger than that, then you're gonna want to go 10 minutes.
Okay, so about a quarter, 1/8 inch, because these are going to be for scallop potatoes, right?
Right.
So what we're going to do is she's going to lay all these out on the trays. We've got 3 trays because we got the smaller harvest right, but it's enough, works great for us. And she's going to go ahead and put all these on the trays, get them loaded up.
Then the next ones will be hash browns.
And what we're going to do is we'll put these in the freezer, freeze them solid, and get all these trays done. We're going to freeze them solid. When they come out, we'll put them in the freeze dryer. We'll let them run. I don't know. Machine normally tells you how much? 40?
About 40.
About 40 hours. So the machine will run about 40 hours. Take these out, and you're going to put these in bag or jars, because if you put them in bags, they'll crack up and crumble and not make the good scallop potatoes like she likes and that we enjoy. But guys, if you're growing your own food like this, you need to learn to preserve it, and that way you'll have it. She's got cilantro here. We've got cilantro that's been freeze dried. We've got some more spices. We got basil. And what else we got? We got dill. So yeah, what you're growing, you need to be taking care of and learning to put it back for yourself and for your family. And you think we're going to get a whole gallon jar out of this?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we'll get a whole gallon. So, okay, guys, we're just going to load these trays up, put them in the freezer overnight. Once they come out, we're going to throw them in the freeze dryer, let them run for about 40 hours, 35, 40, and they'll be done. Then we'll put them in the jar. But I'll bring y'all along. So next time you see them, I'm not going to show you them coming out of the freezer and into the freeze dryer. But you will see them when they come out of the freeze dryer, guys. All right, we'll see you as soon as that happens. Be about 40, 45 hours. All right, see you then. All right, guys, it's been 29 hours, 12 minutes. Got another 11 minutes to go. So it'll be run about 29 and a half hours on these potatoes for scallop potatoes. We've canned a lot of potatoes. We're freeze drying these, and they will last 25 years. We're going to show you what we do with them when we take them out here in about 11 minutes. See you then. All right, guys, we got process complete, and looks like the potatoes are done. One thing you're going to want to keep in mind if you get your freeze dryer, if you're new to it, right up here, you're going to have some condensation around here. You're going to want to make sure you wipe all of that off, because you do not, see that water running down there? You do not want any water dripping on your freeze dried food that's been running for close to 30 hours. So you want to make sure you get all of that off of there. Like that. And we've already opened the drain valve to let the vacuum off. So we're just going to open that up there. Get some more water here. We don't want to take any chances of getting water on any of the freeze dried foods. So we're going to wipe the seal. We'll make sure everything is completely dry, because you don't want any moisture getting to this. All right. And that's what everything looks like. Right there. All right, where do you want me to put these? Just here? All right, there's one of them. And let's see. There's 2. And one more. And there's 3. Okay, so back over here to the machine. We're going to close it up. We're going to hit defrost, and it will go into defrost mode here, and it will defrost the chamber and get all the ice off from the inside, and it'll drain it out into a container we have down below. All right, so all we're going to do here, we're just going to put these in these gallon jars for scallop potatoes later. Save a couple of those out so I can, at least we can see how they reconstitute. It's real simple. This is going to last 25 years. And freeze dryer is great for preserving your food. If you're going to grow your food and you want to preserve it, the freeze dryer is the way to go. It doesn't take up any freezer space. This will go right on the shelf. It'll be shelf stable. The reason we're putting these in jars is because if you put them in bags and you vacuum seal the bags, you're going to crush your potatoes and you're not going to have that nice potato slice like you would normally have. It would just crush them up when you put a vacuum seal on it. So, but we are going to vacuum seal these jars. We're going to put our oxygen absorbers in there, and we canned a ton of potatoes already. I think we're going to be making hash browns freeze dried too, correct? Mm-hmm. Okay. So you did save some for that. So we're going to have freeze dried hash browns, and we're going to have freeze dried potatoes for scallop potatoes. She's got the cheese mix out right here. This was cheese sauce that we freeze dried and vacuum sealed. She's going to use, when she gets ready to make scallop potatoes, she'll use that. She'll use some powdered milk we have.
And also too, these are only blanched, so they still have, when they get reconstituted, they still have some cooking time in the oven.
Right, in the oven, but they were blanched for the freeze drying process, so they don't turn black, because if you don't blanch them, they will turn black. Okay, so we're going to reconstitute those two right there, or three. Let's see. Yeah, see how brittle they are? We're going to reconstitute some of those and see here in just a minute. O2 absorbers. When you're working with your O2 absorbers, guys, you don't want to have them out in the atmosphere. They come sealed in packages like this here, like that, and you're going to want to leave them in there until you're ready to use them, because once they're opened, you either have to reseal them quickly or use them. They're 300 cc's. We'll put
2 in this one.
We're going to put 2 in that one. Okay. And all this stuff is Harvest Right. You can buy it.
I'm going to put 2 in both.
Put 2 in both.
Add some more potatoes to that.
That's
one.
right, so you can add to it. Okay. And we've got our food saver here with the accessory. And this right here is the coolest thing. If you're trying to vacuum seal jars, it works really good. You can buy this off of Amazon. They come with the smallmouth and the large. And it's the Mason Jar Sealer Vacuum Kit. I don't know exactly how you pronounce that. Legini. And that's what you get in the box there. But that's what we love these. I'm going to show you how that works. So she's cleaned the rims really good to make sure there's no powder or anything like that on it. You got your O2 absorbers in there. All you do is just snap that guy on there like that. Hit accessory. I'm going to show you how easy it is to have 25 years storage on your freeze-dried food. A lot of people say that the equipment is expensive, and it is. But the food you're able to save for long-term storage, if you look at how much freeze-dried food costs you, if you're big into prepping, you have gardens, you don't have a lot of freezer space, this is really the way to go. It works for us. We're able to put so much food back this way. You're able to buy number 10 can size of like the cheese sauce and freeze dry it. It lasts you forever. And you use just what you want instead of having to open a can and throw part of it away. We do that with some soups. We do it with all kinds of sauces. You can make your own chicken broth, your beef broth, all that stuff. Just freeze dry it, put it away, some O2 absorbers, and there you go. We love it. It is a little pricey, but if you're really big into it, it is a godsend. It's a great investment to have. The food saver is also a great investment. Our short-term meats that we get, we always vacuum seal everything before we put it in the freezer. It does make it last a lot longer. So that's all there is to it. Pull that off, take that vacuum sealed.
Yep.
And that is good for 25 years if you just let it set like that right there. Have you got a bowl and some warm water we can test those?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm going to show you how these come back right here. Like I showed you, they're real brittle right now, but I'm going to grab some water and we'll throw some in there and we'll see about how long it takes for it to come back to life. Normally it don't take long, but like I say, these have already been blanched. They're ready to go. Take them out, reconstitute them, make your scallop potatoes, whip up your cheese sauce. We use powdered milk because we don't use enough milk in the house to actually have a lot of it. It goes bad before we're able to finish it. So, but I highly suggest that if you're doing, you know, a lot of gardening and stuff like that, the way to go is the freeze dryer or a dehydrator. I like the freeze dryer better. The quality, you get your hamburger, you get all that kind of stuff you can do with it. You just can't do anything that's greasy or has fats, oils, or grease in it because that does not reconstitute well. Okay, here we'll see. Yeah. When you vacuum seal them and they get crunched up in the bag, that's what you're going to end up with. You're not going to end up with a regular scallop potato like this. It's still good to eat. It's just not the same. But I know they got a good color to them though.
That's because I blanched them.
Yeah, blanching them is the way to go. If you blanch them, if you don't, they'll turn dark on you. These will not. They're going to be like this for, you know, they say 25 years. As long as they're sealed, you're in good shape. So let me see if we've got that water over here. We'll see if we can reconstitute that right quick. Let's see. We'll just start out with a small bit. Like that. Maybe 1/8 of a cup. A little bit more, maybe just about 1/4 of a cup. We'll give that a minute. And that's all you really, oh, there you go. It's already coming back. And then you'll be ready to put this in there. How long do you think you'd have to cook in the oven to be completely done?
22 to about 25 minutes, I'd say.
About 25 minutes? Yeah, there we go.
And you can also make small batches. You don't have to make a whole box like when you buy it, because sometimes that's just too much just for you and I.
And also, we could take these, rehydrate them, and make mashed potatoes out of them, correct?
Yeah.
So there's a whole bunch of different things you could do with these.
You can
But
put them in the food processor and powder them up and then make mashed potatoes.
okay, so if you powder them up, just add a little bit of butter to them, whatever, and you got mashed potatoes. So if you do scallop potatoes, you could do anything really has potatoes in it. Yeah. That's been just a minute or so, and you can tell it's already come back like it's supposed to. It's pliable. It don't break. So did absorb some water. Didn't change colors. It's coming right back to life like it's supposed to. In a grid down situation, guys, if you got water and you got some freeze-dried food on hand, it doesn't have to be the expensive stuff that everybody's trying to preach to you to buy. That's why I call the channel Basic Prepping. I don't preach going out and buying a bunch of stuff. Yes, we have a couple of gadgets. We do. We thought it was more economical for us to freeze dry our own food, knowing what goes into those ingredients.
Especially having your own garden, your vegetables will not go to waste, and you can't freeze everything.
Right, you can't freeze everything. I mean, unless you've got a ton of freezer space, we can freeze dry this. This is about 4.5, 5 pounds of potatoes she sliced up. And, you know, we're good to go. And we like having the peace of mind. And like I say, I'm not pushing a Harvest Right freeze dryer or anything like that. If you want them, go check them out. The Food Saver, if you want those, go check them out. But if you're into prepping, you've got your garden, and you're trying to preserve your own food for no matter what kind of emergency, it works really good. These will come back nice and soft. So anyway, guys, I just want to bring you along for that. We've got some more videos coming up on canning and some more freeze drying. So thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I certainly do appreciate it. Thank you for being here. I hope you guys have a great day. And until next time, guys, I'm Tad. We will talk about it. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.